We'll
What's
do
up,
it live.
everybody? It's 3BLs, 3BLs, 3BL.
3BL, bouncing back like the Buffalo Bills. We back, baby. We back.
1-1.
Oh, God.
Everybody's 1-1.
All my people in
You know-
Tennessee, what happened?
Q, you were watching the whole game?
I was not. I
Okay.
was busy. I was working, doing this, that, and the third. But like I said, I'm trouble, man. Like I got too many teams this year. I decided I'm just gonna show love to everybody, and that's it.
Okay.
So for those who don't know, me and Cheeky were from Buffalo, New York, fans of the Buffalo Bills. And last week we went to the Buffalo Bills versus New York Jets game, and Q is a New York Jets fan, so it was a bit of 3-card Molly. We was in his house to see his team, who the only way that the New York Jets beat the Buffalo Bills is if we turn it over 5 times. Like we like literally have to please win. Please win. I know y'all need it. I know it's a big game for y'all. I know Aaron Rodgers got hurt. We don't want New York to burn tonight. We don't, we just take the win. We don't need it. We gonna win next week. So, this might be the only win y'all get for the year. So, just take this one for Monday night.
Wow.
Have it.
That win more significant than the others.
Say it again, Grim.
That would make that win more significant.
From your mouth to God's ears. Let me tell you something.
If the Jets was to lose out, and the only win would be against the Buffalo Bills after Aaron Rodgers' injury.
But that would also mean they would lose to us again, which they will later on in the season.
Look, man.
Just like last year.
Yeah,
That injury though, we were sitting there, so we were in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
And we're like, wait, isn't that Rodgers? Yeah, Rodgers is on the sideline. He's not coming back. Where did he go? 4 plays, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What was it? 45 seconds?
Something like that.
They had a meme gone in 60 seconds, and they had Aaron Rodgers' face up there. It's crazy because when you're at a game, it's like it's actually kind of harder to watch the game than it is when you're at TV. You get all the replays, you get everything. Right. So it's like information kind of comes late to you sometimes when you're in the. So we're just looking at each other. There's like, wait a minute, there's no way Rodgers is out. Like everyone's in disbelief essentially. But them Jets fans was, man, walking out of that stadium. The amount of heckling we was getting, bro.
I was gonna say, the way that game turned out, I was really thinking about y'all. And I sent you guys a text. I was joking, but that text, I was feeling it at the end of the game. Like, oh my Lord, they got to get home right now.
I
looked at my GPS. It said 18 minutes home. That 18 minutes felt like 3.5 hours, bro.
Y'all must have felt like y'all was in the remake of the Warriors out there tonight. Y'all had all your colors on. Y'all were all proud and happy and rocking it. And the moment that touchdown hit, I was like, "Oh no, they got to get out the stadium now!" Like,
the moment,
bro, and we was in the nosebleeds, which mean it was like 24 flights down.
Yes.
So we just walking down every single step, bro. Like, oh golly.
How long did it take you guys to actually get to the car?
At least 10 minutes.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
I would have waited.
It was.
It
was interesting. That's all I can say.
Man,
well, I knew I saw the doom I felt it because we couldn't make anything happen when we got the ball in overtime.
Yeah.
I'm like, this just isn't gonna work out. I know it.
See, if y'all would have stayed home and watched the game.
Yeah, I know. The problem is I went to the Jets game. The Jets played the Bills last year at home, and I'm telling you, when I say this game felt exactly like that one, where the Bills just could not do anything right, and it was just like we're gonna lose, and I was at that game, and I just felt too similar to that one, and I was like, oh, here we go again.
But
Yep.
you know what? We got to make it.
He said, wait, Grim, I see what you say. I'm trying to blame those losses on us about me being at the game, bro.
You were physically there both times.
Yeah, I'm the bad luck charm.
Yeah.
I know. I thought about that too. I'm like, maybe I need to stop going to these games.
Stay at home one time and see what happens.
Yeah, these are facts.
I'm bullying the share screen. I'm bullying the screen real quick.
Here we go.
Oh,
hang on. Let me let you in here. Oh.
Wow.
He goes down.
Look, if you see it,
Oh.
He goes down.
Was he
just
stepped on?
Nah,
Yeah, that's like an overextension, hyperextension.
it's an overextension.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's ill to see it.
You could see some of those Achilles
Achilles
injuries. You could see like the actual thing.
Yeah,
like
you can
snap
see his
back.
calf.
Yeah.
When his calf pop up, you can tell it's right there. It's like pop.
Okay. Well, that's Q Sports Share number 1. I got another one. Y'all want to go right into this so we can get it over it and get on to the next topic? I mean, it's Monday Night Football.
Just rip off the Band-Aid.
What is this? The bar scene or the Chubb injury?
I don't even want to show that.
Chubb injury.
Now that I think about it, yeah, I'm not going to show that. I'm not going to show that because they're not showing it. And, you know.
Wow, it was that bad. I didn't see it. It was that bad?
My God.
It's hard to see. It's all over Twitter, but what you can see is not pretty.
Really?
Yeah, like my man got split and folded.
Damn, bro.
His knee just goes the wrong way. Like,
so he's like that season over.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I mean, they ain't saying it yet, but you know, I don't see how
17 games. If they make the playoffs with technology today, he might get a couple games there.
He's gonna give him a robot knee.
Man,
he might got it already.
It feels like 5 years too early for that, but that's coming, I guess. You see who's gonna be out here, Ramjet.
Only millionaires know. So if you're a millionaire, you gotta have some access to some type of backdoor technology.
All right, hold on. Here's another quick one. This is another play that was tonight. This was tonight. Man, this is
hang on. Wait. Let me get it. Hang on. Okay. You should be shooting. Yep.
89 is done. Look at him. 89 is not moving. Now, nothing really resulted from this weird fumble play, and I think he's fine. I think they said he might have a concussion. That's just an odd hit.
That's weird.
Because he didn't get hit in the head or nothing.
I'll have to look at that. Maybe I read that wrong, but
I just took you down, Q, just so we could minimize the amount of muting happens if that gets copywritten. Yeah,
indeed. It's crazy.
So we should have definitely been talking more shit before that game, because I think for every Jets Bills game, we should just talk maximum shit and like put some sort of like wagers down. Friendly
y'all
wagers.
Still stuck on that though. Y'all just had a good weekend. Like talk about Tennessee.
That loss really hurt though, because you lose Aaron Rodgers, bro, and still win.
Well, I think the Jets really lost. To be honest with you,
I mean, but there's always hope, But
if they could get a QB in,
no.
I mean,
what do you mean?
He looked
what do you
bad.
mean? You think the Jets lost the game or they lost the season?
Like I think you guys are actually the real losers in the scenario. Like the Bills,
of course.
Like if I had a choice between winning that game and losing Aaron Rodgers versus losing that game and keeping Aaron Rodgers, I would have lost the game.
Well, took the L, of course, every time. Mm-hmm.
That's football, though. It's a collision sport.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go to another Bills game this Sunday. I'm going to the Commanders.
Bro, you know what? If I didn't have so much stuff going on this Sunday and I got to talk about it on the stream, what I got going on, I would have came. I would have came
to the Commanders game. Bills Commanders.
We got a huge
the Washington football team.
Listen, they just did a nice comeback, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, they're gonna put it together.
The Heineke, the Commanders.
Yeah,
man. Because
He
what is
got
his
like
name? His
21
name's
points.
Howell or something like that. What is the Commanders QB? Commanders
I don't know.
QB.
You think they're gonna
He's
put?
young. Yo, they put up how many points? They put up like 35 points or some shit
Mhm.
like that. What did they do?
They
I just
won.
think that there's so many teams, 35 to 33. Yeah.
They came back. They was down by like.
It's gonna be a year.
And Russell Wilson was throwing. Well, he had like 3 touchdowns in like the first half.
I think it's gonna be a year. I definitely think it's gonna be a year because I feel like a lot of the teams who were good last year are still pretty much good, and then there's a lot of teams that weren't good last year that are now better.
Yeah, the
So I
Dolphins
think it's
look
gonna be-
scary as hell. By the
Yeah.
way, side note.
But you know what though? I feel like this is the Dolphins every year, where they just have this high-powered, high-speed run you out the building offense. I mean, friggin' the cheetah and the friggin' penguin have been doing this, for the last like 3 years. And Tua, I think they've been consistent. I mean, I think they are a little bit more polished this year, but
Very.
I think they're the type of team that can score a lot of points, but I'm not sure they have everything else. We'll see though. I could be completely wrong, but
I think we're
it'll be fun.
gonna split with them, man. 100%.
I think so too. I think we're split with them. I think it was.
I don't know.
I think the Bills play better against better teams. That's why we lose to the Jets.
Look, man.
Oh, no,
Because we play good. We play good against good teams.
What ranking is Jets defense?
Jets got a defense, bro.
They
That's
do.
what stopped y'all. That's
They do.
That's what hung y'all.
But until y'all get a quarterback, there's just no.
The key for Buffalo is
no
what are you going to do about Tyreek Hill? If you don't give Tua a concussion, the game is over.
Seriously,
I say you double Tyreek Hill.
Oh,
I would say, I mean, we contained Tyreek the last time we played the Dolphins. He wasn't effective against us.
Who was the quarterback?
Right, but their quarterback, whatever, Bridgewater or whatever.
Yeah,
but
that's a different animal.
But even in the first game that we played them with that they actually won, that was a great game, and the Bills really could have won that game last year. That's the one where friggin' Dorsey was like friggin' ballistic in the box because we didn't spike the ball in time or whatever the hell, or like we didn't. Yeah, that was a. And then the friggin' Diggs had heat stroke on the sideline because it was like because they had us in the sun. Yo, Miami be cheating, bro. You got you out in Miami. You got you strategically your team is on the shade side, and then there's a heat index. There's a heat warning, and then you got the opposing team in pads under the sun the whole game. Diggs has heat stroke in the fourth quarter on the last drive. Like, come on, bro. That's a wild, whatever. But
you've been playing in Miami for years. You know what happens.
You know what time it is, right?
You know what time it is. Get prepared. Get some sunscreen, glasses, a headband.
It ain't never going to change.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, I like Miami. I mean, they're an exciting team, young team,
dangerous team. Man.
I'm left-handed, so I mess with Tua. Being left-handed, even though he looks weird when he throws the ball, but I like that team. But we'll see, man. It's a competitive. This year is real competitive.
My question:
because people act like the Chiefs still aren't there. Like,
no, the Chiefs is there.
You know what I mean? Like, and then the Bengals gonna wake up. I think they're gonna wake just like they do the last two. It's like a repeat. The Bengals always look bad at first, and then they're the best team in the league like the last 4 weeks. It's like
because they only have 3 preseason games now, right?
Yeah.
It takes. I think
it takes a while.
Yeah, exactly.
I say between week 6 and 8. That's when it starts getting serious. You can start separating what teams.
Yeah, these weeks are.
And coaches, I think even coaches don't even put a lot. I mean, I don't know. Like we're sitting Von Miller until game 5.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's another thing. Yeah, we
right.
Yeah, I say sit him till week 16. Let him just chill in one of those ice baths for 15 weeks. Just don't do nothing, bro.
Put him in a cryo chamber for 10 games.
Just keep your cardio up and keep your strength up,
Just
bro.
Demolition
week
Man
15,
style.
week 14, you in, bro.
Because if the Bills are doing well, and then you add Von Miller, add Von Miller to a healthy, well playing Bills team.
Yeah.
Because last year that's when we were at our best. He was literally winning games for us. He would have like 2 or 3 plays that would like literally turn the tide of the whole game.
He was just moving
you
the whole line.
Have a well-rested losing team, man. That's what they're going to get the playoff. Josh Allen going to be throwing interceptions because he's trigger happy. And...
Yo, you know what? We got to stop talking football.
Yeah.
I hear E in the back of my head, like, yo, bro.
Not even, because I got like 2 more football related, things I was going to
we'll have to squeeze them in here, but
Well, did anyone listen to the song, the Timbaland, Nelly Furtado, Justin Timberlake song?
Reading my mind. That's exactly.
You know what? I did not. I heard a little bit
of
it on the radio.
Is it AI?
No, they got a video for it. I think the record's pretty good. It's cool.
It gave me like early 2000s vibes for sure.
Yeah, it was a little bit reminiscent of when they were really like, doing all their other joints.
Maybe I heard it. Maybe
you know what?
I don't know.
We're gonna jump into it. Let's jump into this Curtis King video that Pete wanted to talk about. How music streaming is destroying the music industry. We're gonna play about 5 minutes of this video, and I'm gonna pause it. Okay, you ready? Here we go.
Don't sell at a certain clip. People get the ha-ha laugh at the artist. When they have to cancel tours, everybody immediately says that artist fell off. Why don't we ever have a conversations about how an executive fell off? Are those just in-house? DIYers. I recently saw a video pop up on my timeline on YouTube. Fantastic hip hop. The one that they covered in this particular video I thought was really, really interesting because it talks about how streaming services are destroying the music industry. Now, wait, before we get to the clip, I know there's some of you that are like, oh my God, it's more doom and gloom. My question to you is doom and gloom for whom? Not for us independent artists. I hope that you're seeing the time that we're living in and you take advantage of it instead of being here 20 years from now and saying, damn it, I wish I would have did more.
For music listeners.
That's his thesis statement right there, is all of what they're talking about is for big artists, but not independent artists. That's his point throughout this whole thing, basically.
Listeners, streaming services have made consuming the songs we love easier than ever. For a reasonable monthly fee, you can listen to every piece of music from Beethoven to Travis Scott, and that's amazing. Having the entire canon of music right at your fingertips is a gift that we are lucky to have, but beyond the convenience and comfort of platforms like Spotify and Apple Music, there is something much shadier going on behind the scenes. As beneficial as streaming platforms are for music listeners, they do not treat our favorite artists fairly at all. Artists only get 0.003 to 0.005 of a cent for a single stream if they're lucky.
So when I saw this point, I was like, okay, are we going to just recycle the same point that we always hear about streaming? There is no mystery about it. I've even heard people who are attached to these streaming services say, we haven't got the model all the way figured out. But where this video really gets it right is this next direction. Because this is only the tip of the iceberg. It's not so much about us going from 0.005 to 0.15. It's about the entire psychology and about all the factors that are leading us all as society to believe that music is not worth what it once was.
Most people have
Now we will skip this ad.
no clue that in 2023
in 3,
the best way to make money on Amazon is not.
And we're skipping.
Streaming has made it nearly impossible for working class musicians to get paid, and this has caused more and more trouble over the years in the music industry. To put this into perspective, the biggest album of 2023 has been Travis Scott's Utopia, which when the album dropped on July 28th, the record amassed 128 million streams in one day, which keep in mind is a top 5 record for most streams in a single day for any artist on the platform.
This Travis Scott release of Utopia was a top 5 release day by doing those 120 million plus streams. The number he's getting ready to disclose right now is enough to make your butthole clench. This right here is where we start to get to some issues. Because if this represents the top of the mountain, the most money in, most money received, you tell me how you feel about it.
What this means is that for the biggest musical blockbuster of the year, Travis walked away with anywhere from $384,000 to $640,000 off opening day streams.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
The average human.
What's that, Q?
Nothing. I was gonna say, man, chill out because we running all the Curtis's joint, man. Shout out to Curtis King. I told you I'm gonna try to catch up to him at that festival that's coming up. That thing.
Well, we'll cut it there. P, what did you want to point out in that video that struck you?
He gets into it a little bit further in the video, but essentially the psychology is what we're talking about, and how there's kind of like this reverse. There's this, it's like a win-win-win. This is like a lose, and eventually lose. So the artists are losing clearly because they're not getting paid. And now the fans and the industry are going to lose as well because the fans are getting diluted music. They're not connecting to the artists in the way that usually people used to connect to artists. And now the industry is eventually going to lose because now they're too top heavy. And, what he's talking about specifically with the Travis Scott album, right? The amount of money that it costs to promote basically the biggest hip hop album of the year. They're not bringing in that money from a streaming point of view. And that's just the money that the streaming revenue is generating. That's not what Travis Scott is even getting paid. So if that's like he was saying, if that's the top of the mountain, then we have created like a really, really inefficient financial structure. And it's the same thing that's happened with film and television in results to the TV streaming. The only difference is that the TV writers are unionized, therefore they strike. But it's the model is also equally as inefficient in that ecosystem as well. So once again, we entered this digital age where we have the freedom of music. And that's what the video started off by saying. You can listen to Beethoven and Travis Scott. Like, this is amazing. We have this technology that has empowered us with the ability to listen to all this music. But then once again, the financial structure, they applied the old rules to this modern financial structure, and it's completely falling apart. And I just wonder how long it's going to take before the fans actually start to rebel. And, it's happening more rapidly in the television stuff. Like, people are canceling like their subscriptions. Like, people are talking about how Disney Plus probably not going to make it. And these different streaming services have had to do all these weird things like add accounts. And now Netflix is cracking down on shared accounts and all these different things because they're not making the type of money that they need to make. I wonder how long it's gonna take for that to happen to the music streaming services.
Well, I have a question. Who here has a Spotify subscription? Does everyone mess with Spotify?
I do.
Grim, no. P, no. I use a different tool.
I use YouTube Music, so I'm not like, I still have a DSP. Right. So it's not like I'm any better.
What about before the popularity of Spotify and everyone having Spotify subscriptions? Did anybody use anything different at all? Like, did you use anything?
I used Pandora and Spotify.
Prior to the Spotify, Google Music is what I initially had. I was literally honestly, I'll be 100% honest. I was buying albums and I was also torrenting albums.
Okay.
I was doing both, but I was still buying albums though. But Sinner. I'm not going to lie, I was torrenting albums too.
Sinner.
Yeah.
You guys are all forgetting your iTunes account. All y'all had iTunes account at some point.
So I had an iTunes account, but when I was actually buying my music on Amazon because I remember I never had an Apple device. So when music before the torrenting and everything, I was buying my music on Amazon Music.
I think Amazon was one of the early ones because I have tons. I've got there's all kinds of wide range stuff like Amazon Music files on this one hard drive that I could still pop them up on that player. You know what I mean? Like randoms, Mars Volta and Led Zeppelin and whoever.
Did they have a physical player type of iPod thing, or no? It was just like a software based.
I mean, they do have their Amazon Music thing. I felt like
I was asking that because I used a thing called Rhapsody.
Oh yeah, I remember Rhapsody. Yep.
And I paid for that, and I still do. And that became Napster. So now Napster is like that's
right. I remember that.
And they, by the way, they pay the most.
Yeah, they do. They do.
But
So why do you ask
because
about?
they in debt. They used to be for free for so long.
I don't think that. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't think they're making money right now. It's like
Yeah.
I feel like it's lower quality. Whenever I like use someone's Spotify, I'm like, holy shit, this is like they got all the shit figured out.
HD. You hear all the stuff in the back. It's like, oh
Yeah, and well, just the user interface is like way better on Spotify, but I still just I can't give it up just because I've like been using it forever. But what were you saying, P? You're asking a question.
No, I was asking why. Were you asking which DSP?
Oh, because I think it's just a matter of like competition, right? It's like I it's too easy for a music lover to just pay whatever the fee is, $10, $12, whatever that is, for them to get unlimited access, right? It's like the only thing that is going to outshine something like Spotify is like lower money in, right? So like less dollars that you have to spend, but then somehow a better value, if that's user interface or if that's like better playlists or
I think
whatever. Because
I
it
think
doesn't
what
matter about the watering down of music doesn't. Everyone uses that argument like, oh, music is getting like shitty or whatever. That doesn't matter, because if people think music is getting shitty, they will find the places that music is not shitty on the same platform. If you
right.
go,
I
if
think
you
you're saying.
you know what I mean? Like, I
Well,
also believe like there's a lot of hip hop that's just like terrible and watered down in the same, bullshit. And then I don't listen to that. You know what I mean?
right,
So like all of your options are in one platform.
one platform, and also like what's happening is that people are just listening to older stuff and classics, and just like just running those back over and over again. But I think that someone someone needs to care about the culture. There should be a corporate. Someone should kind of reinvent the concept of DSP. Obviously, I'm an artist, so I'm a dreamer, and I'm going to think of it something that's going to be very pro artist. But I think if let's say you had a Spotify, right? Let's say Spotify did something like they did music festivals, or if they did like tiny desk concerts, or if they like kind of doubled as a label where they would like maybe sponsor different artists. Like they have all the data in the world. They know everything, right? They should be able to pinpoint artists who have a lot of talent and maybe have a really small local buzz, but don't have that international distribution. And they should be the ones who break those artists. And people would eventually credit Spotify with not only being the portal for music, but actually being music. Like when you think about Red Bull, right? When Red Bull just does all these like Red Bull Music Academies, and they do all these like cultural things. Because I knew someone who used to work at Red Bull, and Red Bull's like corporate concept was to invest in culture, where essentially they were responsible for creating culture. And Red Bull, which is an energy drink, something that you don't even associate that with, were able to do all these amazing things just by doing programming and just organizing different things. And Spotify has all the money in the world. We know how much money you guys make. It's incredible, ridiculous. You have no overhead. You're not like a Netflix who has to pay artists, pay directors, pay actors, pay writers. Well, actually, you guys weren't paying them, turns out. But you know what I'm saying. Netflix spends billions of dollars to create movies and television. Spotify doesn't have to spend anything. Like the business model is, I cannot believe how much money they must be making versus what they're spending. It's got to be unbelievable. And I'm just like, yo, take a little bit of your billions and create some music culture. Invest into the culture that you have literally made billions of dollars off of, and the fans and the artists will start to take notice. And we won't be making videos all the time on YouTube about how much you guys suck. We'll be like, oh shoot, Spotify is dope because they did this, and they put this artist on, and they did this cool concert I saw on YouTube. And did you go to the Spotify festival? Oh, it was amazing. They don't do just think about how crazy that they don't do any of that stuff, because they're just like, no, we'd rather just take off.
It's so sporadic and poorly marketed and managed.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it's more of a B2B thing. I've seen them do things for other corporations that I haven't seen them do for, the individual public or whatever. But yo, I just gotta say, let me get in here.
At this point, they should have like a Coachella level event.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking.
You're absolutely right on all fronts. You're absolutely 100% right. There is a website, there is a company that exists that is in place of that, and to me, I have to say, they are the most disappointing DSP, and everybody talks about them and waves their flag like that. And I'm to the point where I kind of low key, I don't know, hate is a strong word. I'm very disappointed in you, Bandcamp. Bandcamp, bro.
Wow.
What the hell are y'all, bro? I don't care what you're talking about, man.
Why are you disappointed in Bandcamp?
Why am I not? Like, come on, Bandcamp. Why are you allowing streaming and still not paying? They're worse than Spotify, in my opinion. They don't promote
what do you mean?
Streaming.
But hold on. All right,
you can go on there and stream. They won't pay you a red cent.
Wait, I gotta step back because I'm a big defender of Bandcamp, and I think that the streaming that you're talking about is a little bit different. I would say it's previewing because you can't. Because it's like you still have to go to the browser in order to play a Bandcamp album. Like they never made it like an app, a streaming app, and I always
I'm very disappointed in them.
But I think so. I was wondering about that myself because I was also kind of had a similar critique as you did, and I stepped back and I thought about Bandcamp's model, and I think the reason that they don't have like a very easy to stream app is because they don't want to do that. They don't want to repeat the same mistake. I think that they are still a portal for independent artists to put their music up, preview it, and then listen to purchase it. Like, for instance, Homeboy Sandman, his newest album, he did not put it on DSPs. He put it on Bandcamp only. And you can only listen to the album twice before Bandcamp cuts you off, and you have to buy it in order to listen to it after you listen to it twice. Ooh, so I didn't even know they had that mechanic in it. Go ahead.
They do. And I hear that, bro, this is me, dog. I'm a praise them and shoot them in the foot. The same time I do audits for a living these days.
Tell them why you mad, dog.
It's unacceptable in 2023 with all the competition going on. If you truly are that committed to the independent artists, and you have to raise the bar so you can compete with these guys that are just taking us, tooth and nail. I don't like the gatekeeping aspect that Bandcamp has at points.
Gatekeeping, elaborate.
It feels like for you to get any notice and promotion on that site, like, I mean, I don't know. It just seems a lot more difficult from my perspective than it is to get a playlist ad for sure. Like, but getting any of their people on Bandcamp to say, hey, check out Q Rock's new single this week. I've never seen that. Spotify shows me love.
I see what you're saying.
And I also me love. Like,
I also feel like, though I think that Bandcamp, I feel like they're not trying to promote like that because this is one of the things, and it took me a long time to really understand this. But I think their whole business model is to be low. Like, they don't want to raise above a certain level. Because once they get above a certain level, then they start to become in competition with the mainstream music industry. And then legal stuff starts happening. Like, we've all uploaded music onto Bandcamp and we're not clearing samples. We're not doing none of that shit.
Right.
So I feel like if they get to a certain level of popularity, then the record labels will start to come after them. And I didn't really quite understand that until I met a Spotify executive. I think I told you guys a story before about how I went out with a coworker. Her boyfriend worked at Spotify, and he was actually like talking about signing Taylor Swift record or contracts. Like, he's a higher level executive. And I mentioned Bandcamp to him, where I was like, "Yo, do y'all what do you think about Bandcamp?" I was just picking his brain, just trying to find out how Spotify executive thinks, and he did not know what the fuck I was talking about. He was like, "What's Bandcamp?" Like, he was getting out his phone like Bandcamp.
That's kind of a problem I have with it.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I had a problem with that. Well, I was mad. I was like, yo, that's crazy, because I'm looking at Spotify, dude. Like, how could you not know what Bandcamp is? But once again, I think that's Bandcamp's model. I think they want to be low. They want to be under the radar. I don't think they want that. They want to intentionally be an independent underground, even though I hate that word, underground music industry. They don't want to compete. They're a parallel economy is what they are. So in order for them to be a parallel economy, they can't cross lines with the mainstream music industry. Or else we're gonna start having to do all types of crazy stuff to put our music on Bandcamp.
Audits.
Yeah, but go ahead. I don't know. That's just my theory.
I mean, again,
but
I love them. I love the concept. I mean, again, even with all that I'm talking, well, it's kind of 50-50 because I haven't gotten a lot of money from Bandcamp, but I did have that weird little NFT, placement thing for Birds on a Date. So the amount of money that I've seen coming on both ends is almost equal, and it's both under $100. So, and I hear the argument like, oh, you can't make no money off of streaming. You can't normally. I managed to squeeze a little $100. I don't know how that happened either. It's a fluke. On the Bandcamp side, kind of the same thing. Somebody came in and just bought my whole catalog out. Like, okay. But I know these are not normal existences on both platforms. I just wish Bandcamp would be they need an app. They need that app.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have it, but I've had it for a while, and it's just clunky. It's still hard to
Yeah,
navigate.
it's not the same. Yeah, it would be dope if there was like a Spotify like app that was only playing music that was on Bandcamp. Like that would be really
there's
dope.
a lot of stuff on Bandcamp that is not on Spotify.
Right. But
you know what I mean?
But I really think that's what they just don't. They don't want to get. They don't want to take that step into streaming because then what's going to happen is once they start streaming stuff, then people are going to stop buying shit on Bandcamp. I mean, they're only going to stream it. They're going to pay like a monthly fee. It's going to go right into that other model. But people are going to pay a monthly Bandcamp fee. They're not going to buy albums on Bandcamp anymore. They're just going to stream them.
Isn't that already a model? Don't they have a Bandcamp Pro? Is that just for the artist? That's just for the artist.
I think that's just for the artist. I think you still, if you want to own the music on Bandcamp, you got to buy it. And yeah, I think the best thing to do is to do what Sandman did and just make it. Yeah, you can listen to my album twice, and then if you want to listen to it ever again, you got to buy it.
Yeah,
that's a good. I didn't realize that about Bandcamp because really, the music that you're going to purchase, like you want to keep coming back to it, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If you find yourself for like that third listen, you're like, you know what? Maybe I should actually purchase this.
Yeah.
But we're gonna keep moving here. I got a bunch of things I want to show real quick. So this is just funny because I started looking at like headlines and this just keeps coming up. It's like we're stuck in a loop here.
Not Groundhog Day.
I need to share this news clip that I saw. So, whenever we do these headline shows, I will go out and find some news. And I found some article, which is probably more like press. Maybe it's not like a true article. It's on hotnewhiphop.com. It's probably just like a pay to play type of thing. Who knows? But
AI beatmaker.
Fivio Foreign collaborates with AI beatmaker Sound Raw on historic single Doing Me. The subtitle is he is the first ever rapper to use an AI generated beat. False.
How? How?
I don't know, but it seems like it's more of like just like a hype up for this.
I gotta tell you, ever since you had that article last time from that the African brother, I've been questioning all of these news articles. Like, oh, y'all just be saying anything, dog.
Seriously. It is. It's clickbaity, but it's really just a promotion for this site that's like a AI generated tool called Sound Raw.
Right.
So we could listen to the track for like we'll put it in like fast speed so that it doesn't get taken down. But I'll let you the first.
Let's do it. Let's do it. You be doing you, I be doing me. Give me what I want, that's how I gotta be. I be one war, they be one piece. Never come outside, every time it's beat. Hop another fit, match it with the feet. That's your little bitch, she said she wanted me.
Okay, so that's the track, you get the point. Then I was like, you know what? What is Sound Raw? Right? And I need to share my entire browser for this, so I'm gonna stop and reshare 1 second. And it just came back to what we keep on seeing in this world, which is Sound Raw is an AI generated tool. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
All these waves. So you come in here to Sound Raw, you say what type of music you want it to create for you, right? There's a million generated tracks. Let's play Sexy, glamorous, whatever the hell this is, right? You could change the intensity.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, me neither.
Ah, that sucks. Please share the audio. 1 second. Can you guys hear that audio at all or no?
Nope.
I hear Grim.
Grim singing. Let's see. Let's try it one more time. Entire screen. Maybe try a window. I'm going to try it this way. Chrome tab. Here it is. Okay. You should be able to hear it this time. Let's try a different track. That one was kind of corny. Here we go. You ready? Can you hear that?
Yep.
Okay. So what it allows you to do is like change the intensity of each section. Right. This is low intensity, and then I can go add more shit for medium, and then high, and then very high, right? Anyways, these are all AI generated beats. Let's scroll and listen to some more. Here's another one. Heavy, sexy, peaceful. Okay. So in the pro mode, yo, what the hell is going on with that track? That one was, they got a glitch in the system. Here we go. Sexy, glamorous, vlogs, travel. So all the sounds sound amazing, by the way. I should say that it sounds high quality. Anyways, long story short is you could go in here. Let's go to, what is beats? Let's just click on, let's do hip hop actually.
Wow.
The thing that's we keep coming across is, okay, they're making beats and these are just like 4-bar loops, right? But then I'm wondering, here we go. I mean, that one doesn't sound special, but anyways.
Are these prompts or like how's the?
I guess you do by mood, genre, theme, but if you click on like let's just take everything off, right? Let's do.
So you're not creating you're like these are beats that the program has already created, right?
Yeah.
So the company owns the like music that this is based off of, right? And then they created the technology that would basically auto generate music based off of their original like seed music, however that whole AI shit works, right? So apparently all you do is you just press generate and like 50 tracks come up and you could play with them, right? Create more music. Okay. And then we'll just create more music. All of the music has the same like 3-4 chord kind of ish structure. The quality here, like it sounds good in the headphones. There's like panning, there's like transitional stuff that's happening. But then I'm like wondering like what the how do these people make money, right? So here we go. You ready? Going down the rabbit hole.
Because all the information is sourced. Oh, obviously it's a paid thing, but
so it's subscription based, right? So you try it out for $0, great. Then you have the creator plan. What that means is that you are a content creator that needs music for your shit, right? So you have your YouTube videos that need background music, your podcasts, everything, right? That you need music for. You know,
but you can't release it publicly, and you have to use the other program.
So your videos, like if it was like 3BL videos and we had their music on the background, this is what we would do. So we could publish it. It tells you that you could have unlimited publishing for your podcasts, your gaming videos, all that shit. Now, if you're an artist, then what you'd be paying is $30 a month, and you can release the music, but you actually have to record something on top of the music, right?
Right.
And that's $30 a month.
You have
right?
to add to it.
Yes, you have to add to it in some way, right? So to me, I think this is their bread and butter. Like they are probably designed to like work with companies that need music, work with content creators that need music that's royalty free. And this lane, $17 a month, if you are like a YouTube, person who has like thousands of subscribers, you probably would justify this type of expense. So I think that that's probably where they're making money. Whereas an artist plan, I'm not sure how often, other than Fabio Foreign, who would be making like, their whole album based off of like these AI generated tracks. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because we just keep coming across like all of these companies that are making, just royalty free music off of AI tools, and they are going to market trying to find businesses that need music for their different, commercial purposes, right? So
does this make us irrelevant?
I think it doesn't, but I just think that because they're going against, they're going to try to get in front of like a business in a way, right? If you're a YouTube content creator, you kind of like are a small business, right? Then I came across, just by clicking around on a completely different article, it brought me to another website, right? This is by Shutterstock, which is where you get all of your, your images that you need for like a quick license fee. But they have a site called Premium Beat by Shutterstock. You could get 5 tracks per month for $13 per track. So, they're kind of like all of these companies propping up, and probably even more so due to like what AI can do. But with all that same business model, right? It's like the music instrumental can be used and applied to what content creators are doing, right? So I don't know. I just thought that was like a funny rabbit hole that I went down, and like it ended in the same place that we've been talking about recently, which is like, oh, look, another AI company that is trying to, flip this business model, basically. Any comments on that? I don't think it's. I don't think it's making us obsolete, but
I got some comments for that one. Let me share my screen real quick. Let me share
What's up? Why you mad, son?
Let me share my screen.
Oh yeah.
Because
share it up.
Because this is what I was looking at this afternoon on Music Business Worldwide. Stability AI launches text to music generator trained on licensed content via partnership with music library Audio Sparks. So if you're on Audio Sparks and you have your music on their library, then there's a high chance that it might end up in this new text to music generated AI kit. All right. I didn't check this out yet, but let me see. Let's see what this track sounds like. It's gonna do the crazy taking forever to load thing. But yeah, it's basically we're on the same wavelength. You guys hear that?
It's a little choppy.
Yeah, screw it. But yeah, hold on. I wanted to show you the actual website, but stability.ai, it might be easier for you to show it because it seemed like it was max headroom in the hell out of me on my end.
The tools,
that one seems a little
Audio Sparks.
It's called stableaudio.com. I haven't even looked at this or tried it yet, but I just thought it was interesting for the text.
There we go. I see.
To audio component. Like the other one looks like it's just okay. We have stuff in it, all these various sounds, like filter what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
If this one is truly a text to audio thing, like okay, I want a hip hop boom bap DJ Premier with some soul jazzy horns, and it gives you something close to that, I'm a bug out. Then I'm like, now we're done.
I mean, but see, here's a problem: is wherever this technology is right now, it's only going to get more advanced. And then it's like the more creative we do things to be like, all right, well, we're going to do something different or whatever, the more quickly it's just going to mimic those new pivots and new styles and new, So I just wonder how do you stay ahead of this? Do you even try to stay ahead of it? Or do you just like merge with it somehow? Eve's whole, if E was here, he'd be like, no, this is we gotta figure out how to
You gotta
use
go
it.
to school and start
Right.
learning.
We gotta work with it.
Don't be
I
afraid.
agree with E, and I agree.
I do too. I do too. It doesn't mean that we're gonna like what we see once we start getting into our research, but it has to be done. You know.
You know what? I'm logging in and creating a free account right now, right?
Yeah.
You were about to make
For stable
Yeah,
audio.
you ready? I've read the terms. Stay up to date. No, thank you. All right, wait.
It seems like they have a similar kind of like payment structure, you know.
Well, we could try it out. We're gonna try to. Are you ready? Here's a text prompt. Oh, here we go. We gotta fuck with this. Here we go. You ready?
Oh wow, he's gonna have a beat done before the show's over. Let me close some. of my
Yeah,
tabs
then
and
I
just
could
hit-
compete with E finally. See, it's already a force of good. All right, you ready? The prompt is gonna be, how do you spell jiggy?
JIGGY.
A jiggy groove.
Wow, everybody's getting hurt in this Brown Steelers game, man.
With fun horn sounds.
Anthem of the year.
I want to just type in "make me song of the year." And just,
what should we say? Oh, medium tempo. Heavy.
Now the question is, can it add vocals or is it just instrumentals?
Syncopated. Is that how you spell syncopated?
The moment this thing can add the vocal element and then you add the lyrics and all of that, oh my god.
All right, here comes a jiggy groove with fun horn sounds. Anthem of the year, medium tempo, heavy bass, syncopated. Analyzing jiggy.
It's gonna take a while.
Analyzing jiggy.
Is that what it says?
Analyzing jiggy.
Man.
Jigginess at 30%.
Oh, here we go. We got a song. You ready?
No way.
You ready? It's only. I think that only give you a preview. Can I play it here? Let's play it. That's only slightly better than someone like beatboxing what they have in their brain.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I want you to make a beat, but it sounds like this.
You know, it started out okay, but then there was some weird synth horn like run it went on that was like scraping my ears. It was like,
Well, that's the challenge for the week.
Oof.
Let's download the audio. What does it say? MP3? Yeah, we want an MP3. Of course
gosh.
we do.
I'm like, so is it giving you the full track or will it give you? I'd be more interested in the MIDI notes or something. You know what I mean?
It's giving you MP3 and wave.
Nah, because I'm on. Nah,
That's what robots dream about. Basically, is what we just heard right there. That's like.
But it was lit, boy.
Hey, with music equipment.
It's because you had the jiggy factor dialed up. That's why.
Put jiggies up, down the stairs we go.
That was a percentage of an algorithm in the computer. Someone was like, "Did somebody say jiggy? I've been waiting for my moment."
It's jiggy time.
Okay, so this next one I got to do this headline because I just got to, because this is a throwback to earlier episode, and shout out to Q for this one. You ready?
Oh.
Headlines. Check it out.
What is this?
So this is just one of those sites that kind of compiles, like, it just does a story on whatever, but then it all compiles like kind of like pay to play clicks. You know what I mean? Like they're kind of promoting everything that you see. But it's talking about what are type beats and can you actually make money from producing them? And then it goes through and it tells you what a type beat is. But the funniest part is I'm reading this article. I'm like, yeah. And then the sentence is like, and with the rise in popularity of short form media like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, there's always a new imbecilic novelty for viewers to become distracted by. And I just had to click on this. So we're about to click on this.
Oh,
you ready?
So wait, what is this?
It's just someone wrote an article and then they were like, by the way, there's, they're like spicing it up. They're like, there's always some new novelty that viewers will be distracted by, and they put a link to something.
Okay, all right.
And I was like, all right, well,
people playing NPC in Manhattan streets.
An imbecile link.
There's people playing NPC in Manhattan.
Here we go. You ready?
Entering Glizzy Overdrive.
I knew it.
Increasing grip by 7%. We are locked in. Thank you for over 160 Glizzies and doing Glizzy Overdrive.
Okay. And that's enough.
Wait, what is it? Wait, okay, I'm lost. What's a glizzy now?
Okay, you're gonna have to go back. You're gonna have to go back to Coach Q's reactions for like about 2 or 3 months.
What's a glizzy?
Well, I'm is a glizzy what I'm thinking it is?
It's a hot dog.
It's a hot dog sausage.
It's a hot dog or sauce. Oh, so funny. I'm sorry. I was laughing out loud when that happened. So that is 2 things. One is
I knew exactly what that was. As soon as you said thanks for Q and it said imbecilic, I was like, oh yeah, it's some fucking people doing some fucking hi.
Yeah, my wife's been talking about this like glitchy like thing that everyone's been doing. Like, yeah, okay. I'm hoping this trend passes through real quick because things kind of.
It's getting worse. They take it outside now. You'll see people doing this shit outside in the parade.
They're acting like they're acting like an NPC and whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are normalizing this behavior already. It's the new Pokemon with the when everybody was
How much is he making for polishing that glitzy though? You know what I mean? Because people are tipping him, I think.
Man, that's a
anyways in this. But in the same article, they linked back to our boy, Rob TMB, who we got to get on the podcast because it also talked about the trend in the whole, whatchamacallit? What is it called? Speed runs. And we talked about this a couple of times. We talked about it last time also. Mm-hmm. But what's funny is the dude that they highlighted, we reached out to him a while ago. He said he might come on the show. And he's based in Baltimore also. So shout out to Rob TMB. Man, he's getting so much. He doesn't because he's on like every producer YouTube right now is talking about the speed runs. And look at him. He has 32,000 subscribers on YouTube.
YouTube big for us. You can give us at least 1,000 of them. Come on, dog.
So he's blown up. We're gonna try to get Rob on just to talk about this whole thing, right? This whole scene.
Oh my gosh! Come on.
He did it in 30.
And that's what you call Aaron Rodgers, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, hold on though. Was that a speed run of a recreation of another beat, or was that something original he just made?
I don't know. Some of his videos say speed run of a beat of his most viral beat. So like I think some of them are recreating beats that he's made before. Yeah. But I don't know. That's what I want to bring him on to talk about is just the whole scene, that whole thing, basically, like what's going on with speed runs, because it has a lot of attention. A lot of, Rob's getting a lot of hate. Don't look at his comments because there's a lot of people.
So I'm interested. What's the hate surrounding? What are people saying?
I think the hate is just people who are kind of like, what is like the whole
What's the point? What's the point of this?
Yeah,
numbers.
but then he gets a lot of love though. There's a lot of I mean, you could see by how much love he gets because his subscribers have like flourished. So yeah, you know what I mean. But I think part of the hate is just on, this is something new, so it's just like the people who are afraid of change in any way, maybe.
They're like, it's bad enough AI gonna make a beat. Now I gotta make a beat.
Now I gotta make a beat in 39 seconds.
Now I gotta make an Aaron Rodgers type beat.
Aaron Rodgers type beat.
And there's your clip for the show.
Aaron Rodgers type beat.
There was a lot of clips.
Oh boy,
There's a lot of clips tonight, but that's one too. Damn.
Yo, Q, you have to follow up actually with a beat. But Q, wait, how long did Aaron Rodgers play for the Jets? Was it 45 seconds?
So you get a snippet. You gotta make a snippet.
Oh wow!
Yo, you better change the name of this episode to Aaron Rodgers type beat.
Aaron Rodgers type beat. What? That's it?
Wait, it said Aaron Rodgers had 94 seconds on the field as a Jet.
Oh, snap.
That's including warm-ups.
Okay, I can make a minute and a half beat. Is it a minute and a half beat or a beat in a minute and a half?
But wait, how much does he get paid for the year? And can we divide that by the 94 seconds? Because that is a lot.
Doesn't he forfeit? Don't they forfeit like a first-round pick or something like that?
Yeah. To get him, I think they.
Oh, they did to get him.
Yeah.
What? Okay, ready?
Oh.
What was Rodgers' Jets contract?
Oh shit! Super face mask on the offense, but homeboy got his pinky stuck in homeboy's mask. That's crazy. Can you imagine? Like, wait.
Oh, I didn't realize he had a 2-year deal, $75 million pay cut as he was previously due. Okay, he wanted to. Okay, so whatever that comes to, $37 million per year. $37 million divided by 94 is how much money? Let's just type that in. 37 million.
Lord.
You said 94.
Good Lord.
94 seconds. 75 million. 1, 2, 3 divided by 2. So this is 37,500,000 divided by 94 is he made. I can't even read this.
He made.
Is that even correct? That math should be correct. You got to break that down by hours.
He made like 30 million.
He made 398,000 per second in that 94 seconds.
Okay.
But obviously he played the preseason game or two, so in the practice and all that shit. So he
made a house.
He
made enough to put a deposit on a mansion somewhere, dog.
398. If you're just looking at those 94 seconds,
going right to rehab.
Oh man.
How much does Achilles heel therapy cost? It don't cost 300. And that's covered by the team anyway.
You talking about like an 18-month rehab?
Oh my God, bro. Will he ever be able to play again?
That's the question. He might retire. And it's funny because my screen is froze on P so smiling as we talking about the injury. P screen on my side is
that'd be jacked up. He came all the way to New York just to end his career like that, bro. That'd be messed up.
That'd be crazy. Nah, he gotta come back. That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
It says patience 3 to 4 weeks. Is that right? That doesn't sound right.
Huh?
Okay, so I'm sorry. It's usually about 6 to 9 months before you return.
Yeah, man. They already cleared him for the season, didn't they?
He's done.
Yeah.
And he's older. That's not popping like that.
All right. Anybody have any more headlines? Because we could wrap it. I think we could like
Brown's trying to do it. Brown's trying to go 2-0.
This was great. So Q, you owe us a 94-second beat.
Dang. All right.
I will just say I did have other headlines. I'll just like say them. Travis Scott was in some movie by the filmmaker. What the hell is his name? The dude who like wrote the movie Kids.
Harmony Korine.
Yeah, he has a movie out called Aggro Drift that they premiered at a movie festival, so it's probably not out at films. And Travis Scott is in it, and yo, I was watching scenes from this thing, and it looks like an acid trip. It looks really weird.
Wow.
So he tried to make a movie that was like all like based on like gaming videos and stuff like that, and it looks wild. Sorry. So that's worth looking into. It's called Aggro Drift.
Where'd you watch it?
If you type it into YouTube, you can get to the trailer, but it's really not like a trailer. It honestly looks like you just took acid. I'll show you like 3 seconds
Like
of this
Ninja
thing.
Turtles.
It's not like cool like animation, but like weird ass shit is the best way to put it. Like, here, I'll show you. I'll share my
Nightmare
screen.
Before Christmas.
No, this is here. You ready? I'll play it with no sound on so we don't get any more like just weird sequences and
Oh, he's trying to give somebody a seizure.
yeah, and this like crazy synth stuff, by the way. So listen.
I think that's off the album.
Maybe. But it goes on further, and like there's just like weird, visual stuff going on. Apparently there is like a story to the movie, but anyways, that's that headline, and then the
like
other
digital
headlines.
witchcraft.
And basically,
little AI generated witchcraft.
Then the other thing I had was Metro Boomin bringing Red Bull Symphonic Concert Experience to LA. Speaking to what P was just talking about, Red Bull, right? Metro Boomin and the LA's
investing in culture
symphony. They're like basically creating an experience, and they're like doing his music, but in full symphony format or whatever. And that's
pretty dope.
When is that?
Said the tickets just went on sale on the 15th, so I don't know.
Probably going to be dope.
But here, you want to listen to part of it? Check it out. We'll listen to this, and then we'll call it a night.
Before that, throw it up.
Here we go. You ready? Can you hear that?
Yep.
Okay.
That's crazy.
October 26th.
That's fire.
Damn.
Shout out Metro Boomin. He having he in his moment right now, bro. He really peaking for sure.
As is Nas and Hit Boy. What y'all think about that new album?
Oh boy. I haven't heard All of Magic 3 yet. So far though, I don't like it as much as Magic 1 and Magic 2. I'm not comparing it to the King's Diseases because I feel like that's something else. But honestly, I only listened to like the first like 5 songs, and it's like a longer album, so I gotta really sit with it before I give it a good rating. How you feel about it?
I gotta say, after listening to it a couple of times, I mean, I've been appreciating the whole run, but this last one was like, I get it. I want to listen to both of them separately because, like you just said, King's Disease, comparing the whole King's Disease series to Magic, they're two different things. It's like Hit Boy has 2 different hats on for both of these lanes of projects. I love the sounds of everything I'm getting from Magic. I do. I love both of them, but
I really like Magic too. Magic 2 was fire.
Yeah, something about it, like just in
And
the
actually,
tone,
Magic one. I think Magic. I honestly think the first two Magics were probably better than the Kings of These series. It's hard to rank them because they're all like so good, but like
and
I
because they
really
kept
thought
hitting us, they kept hitting
right,
us.
right. They kept drop.
You
You
know
got
what
to
I
really
mean?
sit down and listen to them all, really give them a good,
Yeah,
you know. But I really like Magic 1 and 2. Um,
yeah, yeah.
so, but yeah, man, shout out to Nas and Hit Boy, man. What a run! Hell, Hit Boy is
I know.
also like
Me and my producer Nerdy Head. I'm like, and this is me. I'm like, is he using one DAW for one series and another DAW for another? Because the sounds are like, I'm like, they're
but
different.
the sounds are different,
He
but
could do
not even that.
templates.
But
He could be using different templates for each project.
That's what I'm saying. Different mixing templates or something. Like something, there's a difference. And I caught it on this album. I'm like, I'm like, I see you hit. I see you. I caught you, mother. You know what I mean? Is what I was thinking. Like, it could just be me. That's my, that's my theory of what's been going on this whole time and we haven't been paying attention to. It's like, oh, these fools might have two different rooms, even. Imagine that's the Magic Room and that's the King's Disease Room.
Yeah, that's wild. I can't believe it's over. I'm like, y'all really gonna stop now? Like, it's really it?
I guess they're gonna stop whatever that is. They'll probably morph into
They're
something.
gonna do a new series. Watch.
Something.
Now it's time for somebody else to step in and come up with a classic like MF Doom or something like that to jump out. We need a story, like a real story album, like with nice skits and like I think
Y'all didn't like that. Y'all didn't like that Mikey, Mikey.
Oh, the
Diamond?
Oroku Saki. Yeah, I was listening to it and it's good. I mean, it's a little bit. It's like so MF Doom, like he just like even the way the samples are laid out and he
that's too much.
It's not even an homage to Doom. It's just straight up. It's straight up Doom. But with that being said,
but with better.
Oh, don't get me started over there, Cheeky, because the other one that y'all are sleeping on is that Vince Staples and Earl sweatshirt.
You mean Alchemist and Earl sweatshirt?
Yeah, but whatever this latest track, I guess that they're promoting or whatever, it's got a Vince Staples feature.
Really?
Yeah.
I listened to that album. Vince Staples wasn't on it. It must be like a remix or something.
Maybe there's a new joint bubbling.
No, I love that. Yeah, I love that new Earl sweatshirt. That's just fire.
Yeah, I'll play the video. Look at him. He's about to shut us down.
That's my impression.
We need a retro. We need a retro hip hop album that's gonna.
Well, isn't well, I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about. Isn't Common and Ninth Wonders doing something? That's like all. Whoever's promoting that is promoting it directly to me because like that's all I see. It's like breaking news: Common and Ninth Wonder.
I think that's gonna be fire.
Yeah, that sounds dope. Didn't you said something about Sand earlier? Don't he got a new project out?
Yeah, he has a new project. It's on his Bandcamp. He just dropped. Like I said, he's left the DSPs. He's not dropping music on. I don't know permanently, but at least right now he's not.
I'm like, does that include YouTube?
No, I think he's still got videos on. He's still dropping video. Actually, no, I think he switched to a like a Patreon model now. Like he's dropping stuff on Patreon and like Vimeo and stuff like that. Like he's I think he's just going strictly super direct to his fans. Yeah, I mean it's just time, bro. Like I said, I'm just wondering how long it's gonna take for this stuff to crumble.
Oh, here we go. Sorry. Update. I was wrong. Ninth Wonder. Wait. I'm sorry. Never mind. Keep going. I'll come back with the right information.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Music game's crazy.
Yeah.
I just wish they bring vinyl back. They just need to bring vinyl back. That would help.
Hey, we just get together and get some pressing machines, man. Do it ourselves. 3 Beats Later Records.
Man, don't get me started.
I would love
Bring me
to.
up.
I would love to buy one.
You
Here we
get
go.
a used one
Common.
for 150,000.
Oh man, let's do it. I got at least $300 on that purchase.
I'll let me at tax time.
Exactly. Common and P-Rock are collaborating.
P-Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Yeah,
Dedicated to the 90s.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's all that's been coming up on my Instagram feed recently. Okay. All right, everybody. That's it. 3BL. We did it. I'm going to stop the live stream. Peace, everybody.